What up, everybody? We got Liam out here and my brother. We're about to hook up his car with these BC Racing coilovers. This is the way the car looks now. Nice and clean. Got the blacked out windows. What are these? The VLAN headlights?
Yeah.
VLAN headlight. Sequential corners. New bumper. Painted by your boy. But now we need to give it some low. Now we're getting to the unboxing. Somehow Liam has managed to harness the strength to not open it until he got here. I don't know how he did it. I would have had this box open in bed with me, all cuddled up. It's like Christmas.
Christmas 6 months early.
Sheesh train in the comments, please. Sheesh train in the comments. The sway bar link? Cool. Here's everything that came in the box. Got the front coilovers. Yes, sir. Rear coilovers. Yes, sir. The springy boys, spanner wrenches, and then these sway bar end link shits, I think. Yeah. We got the back jacked up right now.
This one is loose.
Okay. Getting these wheels off, and then we'll get the front jacked up. Now we got the car in straight up hovercraft mode. Laying out all the coilovers at each spot where they belong. Had to use the Cusco ramps to get underneath there because the car is already so low that it was hard to get to the jacking point. But let's get started with taking off the fronts. So to get the stabilizer links off, these boys right here, it's a 5mm Allen and then a 14mm socket. Alright, now that link is removed, and we will move on to taking off the ABS sensor and brake line bracket right here. Alright, now that we got that ABS and brake line bracket off, we will take off this bolt right here, which is a 17mm. And on this side, it was a 12mm. Now that we got that 17mm off from the lower strut mount, we're going to take off these 3 nuts, and those are 14mm. So the way we have it set up, I couldn't get enough room to get this bottom strut mount out. So I'm gonna take off the tie rod, the outer tie rod, see if I can get some more room down here. Alright, I forgot to get these ones, but these are the ball joint little plate, and these are all 17mm nuts. So take those off as well. The BC coilover is now fitted in the knuckle, getting that pinch bolt threaded back on there. And then we're gonna lift it up, get those top nuts on, and then connect the lower control arm ball joint. Alright, we have everything installed now. The coilover is in there. The sway bar links are in there, tightened but not all the way tightened. Got the tie rod back on there. The 12mm for the bracket. And we got these bottom ones back in tight. Gonna slap on the wheel and see how it looks right now. We got the driver's side on the front. This is roughly how it'll look. I mean, there's no weight on the wheel, but it's already tucked up a lot higher. So once we get it on the ground, we'll see how it's going. Liam's gonna start putting on the front passenger side, and then we'll do the rears next. So we have the passenger side in now, and I thought that was weird that it came with these sway bar links, but it's for a reason. It's because when you have these coilovers on, the old links are too long. So you can see, if you go from that mounting position down there to up here, it's way too long. So it comes with these links for a reason. A reason. Looking good. So now we're taking the back, and we're gonna start with this nut right here, which is 17 mil. After getting that off, we're gonna move to the top and take, can't see it, but those two bolts up there that are 12 mils, and then we'll see about getting this spring out. So once you have the strut out, you gotta take a flathead and pop off this top, this plastic top. Oops. And then take off this nut. That way you can use this part to go to the new one down there. So here it is with the top mount transferred over from this one. This Allen is a 5 mil and the nut is 14 mil right here. And then on the new one, the nut is also 14 mil, but the Allen is a 4 mil. And we're just using this Husky pass-through socket setup. That way we can get it on there and then get the Allen key right through there. Alright, now that we have the strut in there hanging, we are going to take off this 17 mil so we can get the spring out and put the BC one in there. Alright, next thing we did was take off this sway bar bolt right here, which is a 12 mil. The nut on the back is welded to the arm, so just pull out that 12 mil bolt. And now we're going to take off this inside, get in there a little more, this inside one, and that's where your toe is aligned, so I'm going to make sure to mark it, that way it's pretty close when it goes back in. And the nut is 17 mil and the bolt is 14 mil. The last step we did, excuse the wind, it's crazy out here right now, but the last step we did was put the car on these black ramps. That way I can tighten up the sway bars, because you don't want to tighten those when the car is in the air. You'll have binding issues and it'll wear out those sway bar end links prematurely. So now the car is on the ground, we're going to take off this ramp, see how it drives. This is how it looks. Going for a little test drive, a little test scoot. Rev it. Hey. We're just taking the car for a test drive now to make sure we don't hear any rattling, tinking, any weird noises while hitting bumps or just normal driving. Also tested out acceleration and braking, and everything feels good. Car is nice and stable, brakes really flat, accelerates really flat, and it looks awesome. So here we are, all finished. The test drive went pretty smooth, no weird noises. I think this thing looks really nice. If you guys have any tips on how to make the install easier, or what I did wrong, or if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. This is my first time putting on these coilovers on a Honda. I don't work on Hondas usually, I work on Subarus, Nissans, Infiniti, stuff like that. And coming up soon, we're going to be putting some spacers on this thing. Trying to fill out these fender wells a little bit more before the new wheels come in. Not sure what wheels are coming on this thing, but in the meantime, you got to have this sunken battleship business fixed. It doesn't look that bad. Okay, yeah. On the camera, it's not too bad, but in person, it's pretty sunk. But that will be addressed pretty soon. So thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.